Я комментирую игру онлайн. Дальше нет. Ну, почти уже. А? Не, без. Is my sound okay? Or is it too loud? Oh, wow. Great. А? Да. Я не знаю, сколько это продлится. Наверное, час где-то, не знаю. Что? А? So, okay, I joined. Sure, it's fine. But, do we cooperate? I mean, yeah, absolutely. Let's do it. Could you send me a link? Oh, okay, I'm joining. Hello?
Yo.
Yo. Hey.
Kalafit, what's up? Kalafit, you're gonna have to let me know if you need me to do anything specific. Are you needing me, Caliphate? You haven't said anything. Oh, 1 second. I'm in. Yeah, I'm in the game. You can comment if you want with well. Okay, that's fine. We can do that. So 2v2. Okay. Stallman and Batten with V Putin and Nexus should be a pretty decent match. Very good players in this game. Nothing out of the ordinary so far. Putin does opt to go for the faster market. With a... Oh. Okay, no, he is throwing down the second town center. Thought we were going to see some crazy aggression from him.
Hey, hello there. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah.
Oh, nice, nice. So, wow, quite a game we have here, right? So,
Well,
Hungary and Venice matchup.
I have been speaking so far, but I'm not sure if I've been heard, so we will
I
see.
can hear you clearly, and very good. So I guess everyone could as well. So let's just talk through this. I think.
Yep.
Yeah, as you mentioned so far, I mean, there's nothing going on. Obviously, it's just the beginning, and looks like
Oh,
most of the players are going for the pikeman, except Putin, who is going for Haiduks.
yeah, but one thing that I've just noticed in Putin's base is he's opted to throw down double stable instead of the diplomatic center.
Oh yeah, yes, you're right. Well, let's see how it will turn out for him. Meanwhile, Nexus is already attacking with a siege, and Baton is preparing a defense with his spearman. He looks like he's reacting to the attack instead of going forward.
Yep.
Oh,
I mean, these siege
going on there.
These siege are predominantly looking for mines that they can capture to slow down the economy, but it doesn't seem like Nexus has scouted this gold mine in the top right
yeah,
of.
Very nice pick if he would, but yeah, it's quite far away, so it's unfortunate for him.
Yeah, I believe capture is off this game, but if they catch it while it's building, they can cancel it.
Yes, for sure. He missed his chance.
He missed his chance there. He could have had a pickup there. Okay, so he has all his gold mines now. I'm very curious to see what Putin's going to do, because whereas there is a strong chance that he can put on some aggression with the Dragoons early game, but he's not moving. I feel like you need to be more aggressive with this, but maybe being cautious to maybe some siege Cossacks from Stallman, because I know Stallman will make siege Cossacks if he scouts this.
Well, perhaps he's trying to defend since he's building musketeers, so maybe he's trying to make some upgrades and then defend, not losing his army, and then go forward. Let's see.
Immediately, as soon as he scouts this, the siege are being produced. Yeah, I think Stallman was trying to sneak past and maybe go and look for a flank on Nexus with this formation and these archers, but they're being picked up slowly.
Yeah, he's sending them right into the army.
Yeah, and a lot of these siege are being wasted right now, and they're not exactly cheap. I think they're 50 gold per siege, you know, so that's a lot of economy invested in this.
Yep. And they're getting more expensive with each one produced. They're getting more and more expensive.
Yep.
So, well, looks like more siege has died to more Stallman's siege has died to. Oh no, there was some action on the right flank in the middle between
Yep.
Baton's army and well, I'm not sure whose army, but there are some dead bodies.
He managed to save the peasants from the mine, but he does pick up a mine in Nexus's base. So I guess it's something. Considering this whole army will die. This formation here.
Well,
Yet
I guess
again.
it's important to pick some mines, and long-term effect will be great.
Agreed.
Destroying that mine. Well, but quite some number of dragons already by V Putin. I guess maybe 20 or even 30 dragons could be dangerous.
It's just getting the max upgrades in the barracks and the stable for his shooters. Nexus is in a really strong position right now as he has completed all the upgrades in his academy, so the food economy is going to be insane. Going to be looking to max those pikes very fast by at least the maybe 12-minute mark. Oh, there is an engagement in the top side. Double siege from Stallman and Batten.
Mine goes down, unfortunately. 2 gold mines in front of his base. Even you can consider 3 gold mines in front of his base. 1 goes down already, and let's see how the Spikemen perform against. Well,
huge casualties from the Hungry player here.
So max attack from the Hajduk player already. What about the Academy? No upgrade from the Academy yet. Siege are destroying some of the.
This game is looking like it's about done. The Hungry player is just lost his entire army here and didn't really pick up much, to be honest. With the double siege from Batten and Stallman, this is a very nice attack on the Hungry player.
For sure. Maybe Nexus could do something in the south against Batten, but
doesn't seem
so far. So
he's even sending peasants in right now, which is really bad. He's going to have no economy, no diplo, and he loses a town center and mines.
Oh, that's pain.
In a very, very, very precarious situation now for Putin. He does call the GG.
They're calling GG.
Very nice standard play from Batten and Stallman in this game, I would say.
Yes, quite a quick game. Just like that. They have it.
Yeah, I feel like you do need to put some earlier pressure on with the with the stable, because if you sit back and then they see it, if he had pushed up and been aggressive, he would be able to maybe catch Stallman off guard, and not Stallman would not have enough time to mass siege. Right. Whereas if he's in his base, pressuring him, picking off pikemen, dwindling down his numbers, playing a more methodical war of attrition, he would bleed Stallman dry before Stallman gets a chance to mass siege, and he would have been in a better position. But good play from all players. Maybe just a little bit uncalculated.
Yeah. Well, let's see how the next game will perform.
It's a best of 3?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm not too sure of the rules of the tournament, as... okay, my game has crashed. I will load back in quickly.
That's Cossacks.
Classic Cossacks?
Classic Cossacks, yeah.
The green field of death?
Well, the room is there, so you can join in.
Yeah, I am joining.
Great.
Who was host? It was Colorfit. Oh no, Batten, right? Yeah, Batten.
Yes, Batten is the host.
Okay.
What's the next nation's gonna be? Is it gonna be Hungary and Venice again?
Like I said, this is a spur of the moment me commentating with you. So it's the same nations apparently. Colorfit said. Believe
Yeah,
he is
apparently.
the administrator of this tournament, right?
So okay, the game has started, and it looks like it looks like they going with the same nations. If I'm not wrong, the V Putin has been Hungary, and he's Hungary again. So I guess other players keep their nations as well.
I'm very curious to see if V Putin's going to opt for the too stable again, or just fall back onto the more standard play of going for diplomatic center.
Well, if he goes with too stable, there's an option for the Hussar with Hungary, right? So he could possibly raid his opponent with Hussar, maybe capture some mines instead
Very
of going
possible.
for the diplomatic center. Well, let's see. So
Doesn't be
Baton and
opting.
Stelman now is on the left. So they switched sides this game.
He doesn't seem to be opting for the faster market, but oh no, actually no, Putin's purple this time. Never mind, he is opting for the same type of build again. I think prioritizing the early market trade.
Well,
Going to need it to get the two stables as they're quite expensive.
He's first on the market, so his build order gives him some benefits already. Looks like Stelman's gonna be the next to the market. Yes, and the Baton is very close.
Very standard builds coming out from the other three players so far. The only one who seems to deviate is Putin. I did notice in the last game that Putin and one other player neglected to get the economic upgrades from the academy for the food production, whereas the team that won actually got all the upgrades. So maybe this is a big factor for the pike upgrades.
Right. Well, he went for the musketeer for the shooter, so maybe he didn't need the food upgrade.
If you get the food upgrades, you will be able to trade for upgrades in the academy for gold, and you can max out your mines faster. So I always think you should get the food upgrades regardless of...
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's so cheap, so it's just 200 wood and 325 gold. It's so cheap.
And also, Colorfit has pointed out it's better to go for the wood economy. There you get 3 stables. The wood economy, you could also use the wood for the second fire rate. I believe it costs wood. So early siege coming out from Putin and Nexus so far.
So they're going for aggression this time.
Oh, he does pick up a mine in Baton's base. This is very nice. It's going to delay their economy. And the path of Putin, oh, he would have caught this mine. No, it does build on time. So just Baton caught short so far. I think the standard of getting these siege out, you must get siege. It's too important to have map control, especially early on when you're, especially with the rush distance. It's very short distance. You want to get those siege out to protect your mines and maybe disrupt your enemy. Some archer fire going down in the south right now. Maybe pick up a pikeman or two.
The early game, even 1 or 2 pikemen could be a deciding factor of the first battle, at least.
Couldn't agree more. I do tend to prioritize quite a few archers myself, as they do get to shoot for free on the enemy if you micro well, and all it does is cost a little bit of wood, and the longer they're alive, the better.
Right. And in the beginning of the game, the upgrades of defense for pikemen is super low, so it's perhaps just 1 or 2 or 3 defense from the archery, so these archers do a lot of damage to the pikemen in the first few minutes of the game.
There is 5 archers sneaking up into the top side of the map, looking to pick up these 3 gold mines here. I'm not sure if Batten knows about this.
And all of his 3 golden mines, I don't know. Oh, he notices. He notices.
He does pick it up. He is repairing, but I think this mine falls regardless.
Oh, just barely. Just barely. He
Very nice play from Nexus here.
All the archers, but 1 mine goes down. And let's see. In the south, we have quite some movement of 4 armies. Everyone is chasing.
It does seem like he's trying to just pull his army out of position. Maybe purple can bring, and Putin can collapse on this red army here very easily. But they are looking to group up together. Maybe to take a fight on Putin's army.
Right, and meanwhile in the north we have another 2 armies.
The archers are
following Baton.
Archers are great to, considering people make light infantry. They have no armor at all and very low HP, so you can pick up a lot of these light infantry. This engagement looks like it's about to go down. They're trying to force it.
Well, it's kind of a flank and a sandwich maneuver from both, but blue is a little bit late. Blue's a little bit late to the action, so who's gonna be? Oh well, I guess they defended from Baton and Stallman combined forces.
It's actually, if they had coordinated that a bit better, I think Baton and Stallman could have really done something there, where they did have the upgrade advantage, where they both had 5-5.
Oh.
And
I'm not following the upgrades, I'm just following the movements and good information. So, but in the north though, Baton has defended apparently from Nexus, so he's still fine.
A very poor engagement from Stallman right now, but maybe with the upgrade advantage he can do something, but no formation and he's just trailing units in. But he does have too much here, as Putin is not reinforcing this army. He's kind of just gathering at his base, which I think is a mistake. You always want to be rallying to your fight, whereas this is why Stallman wins. But Putin... Oh, Nexus is actually pressuring Stallman's gold mines. He may actually pick this one up. There's nothing nearby to stop these archers if he just defends them. Yep. And he smartly leaves after getting the mine to save his units. There has been a wild goose chase in the north of Baton chasing round Nexus's units. I think he's trying to pick up this mine here. Doesn't quite get it. Baton very quick on the draw to get the repair off, which is very nice.
So Nexus has 3 armies currently in the different locations of the map. Granted, 2 of these armies are going to merge, and the one in the north is going to attack pressure Baton.
Yeah, this is actually very nice. He has drawn Baton out of position, and he's able to pick up these units maybe, as they're not in formation, so they do have the advantage for Nexus, where he is in formation. Oh, there is Officer and Drummer there. He can easily make this. I would like to see Putin come down to the south a little bit more and actually pressure with some archers, as Nexus is doing a good job of pulling both armies out of position with this aggressiveness in the top heart of Stallman's base. And he's turned on this. This is a lot of pikemen dead. This is very nice from Nexus so far. He's playing the map very well. But this is also a time where Putin could actually be doing something and trying to drag Stallman the opposite direction, but he's not. He's actually
he has
walking in the center
on his base, and he doesn't do anything with them. So
Dragoon's starting to come out now.
Dragon though, he's massing dragons.
Dragoon's starting to come out for both Nexus and Putin so far, whereas Baton's opting for Grenadiers, and I actually really like the Grenadiers over the Dragoons. Although you don't get the mobility,
But you get the numbers, right?
But
And
you
the
get
speed
you get a lot
production.
more, and they also have utility where they can attack buildings, whereas dragoons don't.
That's for sure.
I do think he should be using these dragoons now to pick off some of these numbers from Stallman and save his troops. Just use the ammunition. Here we go. He is actually doing that.
So from 2v2 we came to 1v1 and 1v1, one in the south, one in the north. So 2 fights currently going on. The
These
situation
dragoons
with,
are really big right now for Putin. The dragoon numbers are massively in his favor. He can just keep pushing this. And it looks like Batten's in trouble right now.
But he's also massing dragoons, so...
But the sheer pikeman formation from Nexus is looking very scary right now. The sheer numbers.
Which fight to follow? It's both so intense.
It just seems like Nexus and Putin, from what they've done on the map so far, they're looking to seal the game now. They're looking to end this.
Looks like it. And Stallman has barely some resources for shooting. He just bought 1,000 each of iron and coal, but he's running out of both of these resources. So his dragons don't shoot. Almost.
GG is cold. Nexus just did not have an. Nexus just had way too much for Batten to cope with.
Right. Perhaps he started.
I do think eventually Stallman would have held this push from Putin, but the deciding factor was just the Batten could just not hold the gigantic push from Nexus.
Well, so
GG.
Do we have a 1-1 right now? And the next game is going to be the deciding one.
I would like to see Batten focus more on his economy. He is falling behind in food production. Obviously, he lost some mines as well, so he needs to definitely tighten himself up and try and focus on his economy a little bit more, as he was not able to get dragoons as fast as his opponents.
Yeah, maybe going for grenadiers was a mistake. What do you say?
I would say the grenadiers are fine, but I think the grenadiers are the reason he had to go grenadiers was because he was behind in economy. I think if he could afford dragoons, he should. You would always go dragoons over the grenadiers, unless you're planning to do something really early with grenadiers.
Right, like pick up some mines as well, or perhaps a town hall, if you're lucky.
Possibly. Does seem to be Venice and Hungary again.
Right.
Both.
The game is starting now. Well, if it's
all players on the same nation
who can do it, it's definitely Batten. He's one of the best players. He has been one of the best players of the Cossacks 3. So let's see how he shows his skill in this game.
From all players, it's not really a walk in the park, though. There's some good players in this lobby. Nexus has been around a long time. Stallman has been around a long time. I'm not actually too familiar with V Putin. I have played with him in the past, but maybe his name was something different in the past because I don't recognize it. Ah, it's Fenrir. Okay. Kulafitz just told me it's Fenrir. Okay, yeah. Okay, I didn't know. Okay, so yeah, no player in this game has. This is not their first rodeo. They have. Everyone in this lobby has been playing Cossacks for a very, very fucking long time. So this is not. This is not a walk in the park for, even as you said, the Batten has been around a long time and he's a very good player. But I Ideally, everyone in this lobby has been around a long time and is a very good player. There's not one person in this lobby that I would. Scenario.
And so in this game we have Baron versus V Putin matchup, and Stallman versus Nexus.
Okay, so it's reversed this time, whereas Stallman was versus Putin last time.
So
Putin did opt for the same build again, going for the faster market, getting prioritizing that trade. I really hope that Baton focuses his economy a little bit more this game. He was kind of delayed in his food upgrades, and that is probably down to losing some gold mines early game as well. I would like to see all players opt for at least 10 to 15 siege in the beginning to ideally pick up some mines and defend their own, just for some map control.
Man, you're so good with monitoring all these upgrades. I just cannot simply find a second to just go to the statistics and check. These games are very quick.
You could just need to switch colors, you know.
Yes,
and you can check their
anyway.
buildings. I'm just trying to give the person spectating on the camera a little bit of a break, so he doesn't have to do so much if I keep an eye on some of the upgrades. And it's also very important to establish who is ahead in economy, because this will lead to them just not so much outmassed, but just quality over quantity, more or less.
Well, so far just a few upgrades, and Nexus is doing some of the pikeman attack and defense upgrades. Well, no one else is yet, but there's no fight yet as well.
I do really like what Baton did this game. Instead of opting for multiple siege and save some gold, he just built one siege just to protect the mines that are building so they cannot be captured by the enemy. I really like this.
That's a smart play.
It's very nice. Oh, the siege from Putin are on the diplomatic center right now, picking up multiple casualties here on the light infantry, and still picking up more and more. I've just noticed now that Nexus is actually struggling for iron, maybe a mistrade. Maybe it would be good to just build 2 drummers or so, just to get the iron number up, so there is no interval, and that also helps him get some map vision. There is a sneaky attack coming out from Putin right now, about 15 or so archers. This could do massive damage, because Baton is completely out of position.
Can he see it? Oh, he sees it. He
sees it last minute, but I think it's too late. He does save the peasants from the mine. Already 10 in this mine.
Oh,
that's
going right into the bike, man. Oh, all those peasants died. Maybe the mine can be saved, though.
As long as the mine doesn't die, this is fine. It doesn't die.
Oh, he barely saves it. What is it? 500 HP? Well, it's quite a lot.
Baton opting for the economy this game more. I really like this change in his playstyle. Just prioritizing those upgrades.
He has better upgrades, yes, on his pikeman, much better than Putin does.
Also has the food upgrades in the academy. Only one more left. This will be really big. He will start getting quite far ahead. There is a... Oh, I didn't even notice on this side of the map. Stallman's actually being chased back. Yeah. There's a few siege here just to pick up running stragglers. He's probably going to disengage now. Yep, he does.
Yeah, it's just a few... perhaps archers or light infantry.
Every man does matter in these sort of big engagements, though. So
yeah, Cossacks is all about finding a point and fighting with all your troops in that point. So every unit does matter.
Starman pumping out some siege just to try and match his opponent. Maybe try and pick off some archers reinforcing. If he picks up some of the archers, this army cannot do very much. Putin does seem to turn his army, which is probably a mistake, really, considering there was no way he was going to win this. I think it would have been better to just keep pulling Baton out of position and focus on coming down the south.
Baton is scouting his army.
Oh, yes, you are right. He has scouted this army.
Just one infantryman has scouted it all, and there's no surprise for him.
This is big.
No more.
Oh, looking at a big engagement outside Stallman's base right now.
Stallman is barely winning, and then reinforcements from Nexus are gonna.
He will clean this up. Does lose one gold mine, but he does clean up the main bulk of the army.
Are we gonna see some dragons from Diplomatic Center? Not yet. So players have not a lot of gold.
Baton is in a really commanding position with that early economy of the gold mines and the food. He now has nearly maxed out his pikemen at 10 minutes. Very, very fast. Very fast. Oh no, he hasn't maxed them out. Nearly maxed them out, yep, nearly.
Stallman has only 20 on gold so far. Meanwhile, every other player has 35 at least. If I'm... Yeah, 35 for Baton, 35 for Putin, and 30 for Nexus, when just 20. Well, he upgraded. Now it's 30 for Stallman as well. So gold count, it's gonna be equal.
Even though Baton is in a very commanding position right now. He's actually counterattacked. I just noticed now. Yes, he's picking up a lot of the reinforcements. He does have one archer here. Could maybe pick up some mines if he's going to micro. There is combat everywhere around the map right now. Plenty of formations. I really like this. Also, Putin trying to sneak in. He pulls the peasants off the mill, just to try and not lose this mine, maybe go for the repair, or... Oh, he's actually just straight up fighting with the peasants.
Fighting with the... Well, peasants are quite strong, to be honest. They have 20 attack, and pikemen have 18 so far. So...
Light infantry are nothing to snub their nose at. They're very DPS orientated. They're glass cannons, basically. So he did lose quite a few peasants there, considering... But there seems to be a double attack here. Both Nexus and Putin seem to have grouped up some units here, maybe looking to get the flank on Stallman's base. Stallman's going to need to pull back, which he is. But there is also pressure from the front as well. Nexus is knocking at both sides of both gates right now. Oh! Picking up these light infantry is perfect in the center of the map right now.
Right.
That is big. That is very, very big. He just lost so many light infantry there, and Nexus barely took like 3-4 casualties.
But Baton has double amount of pikemen compared to those of Nexus. So if they engage fully, Baton will win. But they don't.
Stallman committing to dragoons right now to try and defend. His coal is dwindling. These dragoons can barely shoot.
Right, just 70, 60.
Probably gonna need to trade food for coal right now if he wants these dragoons to play a part. Baton is chasing down this army. They're inside the mill right now. This is very bad. These peasants are losing a lot of farming time. It does seem like Baton is going to turn on this.
Baton is going to commit, and well...
They do clean that up very easy with the sandwich. Very nice. Also, Putin sneaking around on the left again with a small task force. Is maybe going to pick up this mine and sacrifice the archers?
Will pick it. Yes, he will pick it up.
Baton quick enough to react to save at least some peasants in there. Nexus is in a very scary position right now because there is multiple armies here, and Putin is in no position to help. There's at least like 70 to 100 pikemans from Baton here, with mixed in with Starman's army. It's very scary. He also sends dragoons.
So in the front of his base, Baton has about 120 pikemen and 50 grenadiers and 20 dragons. Meanwhile, Putin has...
Putin opted not to send reinforcements of the dragoons. He actually sent them back.
But he's now counter-attacking Baden with all those dragons, and grenadiers go down.
Baton opting in for the grenadiers before dragoons again. But I'm not sure about the position Nexus is in right now. He is on stand ground, trying to just hold the line. Some pikemen sneaking around on the right, avoiding these. He's going to lose so many dragoons. This could be GG here. This could very well be GG.
All those pikemen did.
Those pikemen sneaking around on the flank was